Viewers, fellow anglers and friends, I am Will Mack. This is Willpower Fishing. It is still 20 degrees here in Jersey, which means our lakes are frozen over and our streams are just too cold to fish right now. The banks are frozen, just not fun to be out there, probably not catching any fish. That being said, there is no better time than February to get your kayak a little bit better equipped for the months ahead. Hopefully, I'll be able to get out on the water later in February, definitely in March. I ordered two things that I think are gonna make my time on the water a little bit more fun this year, as well as expand my abilities. They are both from Yak Attack. The first one is the Omega rod holder. I'm a lure fisherman. I don't fish a lot of live baits, nor do I go catfishing enough. I have done a lot of catfishing in the past, but that is something that I plan to do more this year, is live bait fishing and a little bit of catfishing as well. So a rod holder is something that really makes both of those things a little bit easier. The second product I'm really excited about as well. It's the Yak Attack SnapnStrap. It's brand new this year, and it's meant to be used in addition to the RotoGrip paddle holder. I ordered them both from Amazon, and let's take them out of the package and see what they look like. Here's the Omega rod holder, what that looks like, still in the package. Looks like a pretty solid piece of plastic. Fits right in the gear track. I'm excited about this. We'll get it all set up and even throw a rod inside. This is the second one. This is the RotoGrip SnapnStrap. It actually comes in a 2-pack, which is nice. I mean, nobody has one RotoGrip, right? You need 2 of them. So it was 10 bucks. I think this is a slick product that is gonna help me a ton out on the water. First things first, let's open up this boy, see what it looks like outside the packaging. So it looks like the best way to get it out without tearing up the package is taking it apart. All right, so here it is out of the package. And I can tell you that this is a sturdy piece of plastic, but it should be for 30 bucks. And Yak Attack is a brand that I trust a lot. I have a lot of Yak Attack equipment on my kayak, so this is kind of what I've come to expect. Let's see how easy it is to put on my gear track here. All right, here's my starboard gear track. There's a little lever in here that you pull up. And that allows you to pop out the gear head. Gear head unscrews, allowing for the, I guess that's a track nut. I don't know, I'm not exactly sure what to call that. Slides right in. These are Scotty mount gear tracks that I have. Tighten down the gear head. There's a lot of grooves that the rod holder fits in. Looks like you can change lots of different positions. Awesome. I guess if you're a troller, you'd want to go right out to the side. I don't see myself ever trolling. I'm a cast guy, man. I'm a cast guy. So you can put it out to about a 45-degree angle, which is where I'm guessing I'm going to be using it. Snap him down, and that is sturdy. That is sturdy. All right, I'm doing this with one hand just to show this adjustment here. This is the nut that has the tension spring on the inside, and that's just so you can
adjust the angle that your rod's gonna be at. Once you find that angle, tighten down a little bit. This is a phenomenal piece of technology right here. I'm very impressed. We're talking about, I've had this thing out of the box 5 minutes here, and I'm pretty impressed. That's how you lock your rod in. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. Let's get some rods in here, see what it looks like with a rod inside of it. For the purposes of this demonstration, I have gotten a casting rod and a spinning rod. So we're gonna see how both of them function inside this rod holder. Slide down the reel until it sits comfortably. It looks like it sits there fine even without the rod locked in, but of course you're gonna do that really easy to lock the rod in. And from here, it looks like you just hang out and wait for that, wait for your line to jump a little bit. So let's get you a little bit closer look here. The rod appears to be secure. It's not coming in out the front or the back. And I'm guessing there's two grooves here. I'm guessing this top groove here is for a spinning rod. That's just where it appears to fit the best. I'm excited about this. Let's try that casting rod out. All right, if I'm catfishing or fishing for fish that I know are bigger, maybe I'm using a little bit bigger live bait, obviously you're gonna wanna use a casting rod. Fits in the same way, butt of the rod goes in the bottom. Oh, the finger guard or the finger grip seats very nicely. Closes the same. Wow, I would tell you a bait caster fits in here better than the spinning rod does. Let me give you a closer view. I'll tell you what, that's about as simple and effective as a piece of equipment gets, and I am more than excited to get out on the water and utilize this quite a bit. The only thing left to do with this thing is catch a fish. So I'm really excited about these RotoGrip SnapnStraps. There's two things when it comes to paddle storage on your kayak. Is number one, accessibility, and number two, security, right? You want your paddle quick at hand. But at the same time, sometimes the easier it is to get to, the less secure it is. So this looks like a measure that's gonna add a lot of security, and you're not gonna sacrifice a lot of accessibility. Here's why that's important to me. Last year, there was a creek that I was dying to fish. It was probably a quarter mile from where I could park to where I wanted to launch my kayak. The terrain was super rugged. I got in there okay. I actually caught quite a few fish. It was a great day. I was tired coming out. And like I said, it was really bumpy. What happened on the way out? Boom. Paddle popped out of my RotoGrips, fell to the ground. I didn't even know. I was so tired. I'm telling you, a quarter mile is a long way to drag a kayak, even on wheels. I didn't know my paddle was gone until the next time I went to go fishing, and guess what? I was SOL. And then I had to buy another $80 kayak paddle, which my wife was thrilled about. So anyway, this is going to help secure my paddle not only in transport of my kayak, but also out on the water. Another reason you may want to use these if you have a pedal drive kayak and you don't really use your paddle quite as much, this is just gonna add a measure of security. So you just don't have to worry about your paddle. That's one of the most important pieces of equipment that you can have in a kayak, paddle or pedal drive, and you just wanna make sure that it's secure. Now, as you can see, I do not have my RotoGrips installed on a track mount. I have decided to mount these directly to the hull, and that is because, and I don't have a track mount here, but if I did, it would be blocking the entire track mount. I couldn't use it for anything else. On top of that, my Ascend 12T has these convenient cutouts, actually where the factory paddle grips were originally installed. I took those off and put on these RotoGrips. So, now I always like to save these bags. These bags are really handy for transporting hooks, jigs, and other things. So I always keep these little Ziploc baggies. So the RotoGrip paddle holder is actually going to fit inside the SnapnStrap. So I have to figure out how it's going to work best for me to orient it. And then I have to take it off and pop it on. Let's do it. Fortunately, this little grommet is going to keep the bolt, the mounting bolt for the RotoGrip, pushed through the hub, or the hull rather. I think it's best that the strap is on the inside, to the inside of the boat. It's gonna fit right there. And I'm gonna screw my RotoGrip right back on. I've got my RotoGrip tightened back down, and let's see how this is going to work out. Paddle goes into the RotoGrip. Looks like you're going to have to open up the cord a little bit just to get over the wheels, snap it into place. And I can tell you, that paddle is not coming out. Then to release, you're just going to do the opposite. So grab the strap, pop it off. And that is about as easy as that one gets. Time to knock out the other one. Got the second one in. Pop them in there like that. Take the straps over. Pop them in those little clasps, the little hooks that are there to capture the cord. And this is going to add an immeasurable amount of security to your paddle. I am beyond happy with both the pieces of equipment that I have now upgraded my kayak with. And this makes me even more excited to get out on the water later on this month, for sure in March. I love anything and everything kayak fishing related. I hope you got something out of today's video. Maybe you go pick yourself up a Yak Attack Omega rod holder or some SnapnStraps for your RotoGrips. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to smash like, and as always, tie on a lure, wow, and chuck and wind, baby. Unless your lakes are frozen, in which case, maybe it's next month. Peace.